Hey, welcome along to episode 16 of Nitro Nights with me, Tom Deacon. Glad to have you back on another show where we get into all of the esports racing goodness. And there's lots of goodness in today's show. Every single episode, we bring you a brand new guest. Today is no different. We bring you FDA Hubler Esports Ferrari racer and driver, Mr. Enzo Benito. He's going to be on the show in a little bit. But before then, we need to get down to the serious stuff of the Newsflash. Now, I couldn't possibly do it all by myself, so I've welcomed the main man, the magician, the producer, the editor, Yannic Hauske, into the building to help me with the Newsflash. When I said you're into the building, you're in your house, and I'm in mine, so we've got a safe distance.
Of course. Yeah, definitely. I think London, Berlin is enough distance to not catch the virus. I'm confident.
Indeed. Listen, Yannic, where should we start with the Newsflash today?
How about we start with the best name that esports racing has to offer phonetically and also kind of the lineup, and that is the Porsche Heuer Esports Supercup.
Yeah, great place to start. 40 of the best drivers going head-to-head. And listen, it was taking place on the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, and Max Benecke, a.k.a. in German, Max Benecke, won both of those races. Now, listen, here's the information for you. You come on Nitro Nights, you start winning races. It happened to Cembolit Bassi, and it's happened to Max Benecke. So there it is. He started off in pole position for the first race and won it. And in the second one, he started in third, but managed to win the race. Max Verstappen, interestingly enough, Yannick, finished in second place. Now, if you look at the leaderboard for that $200,000, currently Dane Warren is in first place, the Australian, with 103 points. Then the United States man himself, Brian Lockwood, is in second place with 99 points. And then Joshua Rogers, the previous winner, has got 90 points. So there you go. The competition is hotting up there. Where shall we head to now?
How about what has the kind of evolved into the most chaotic esports racing series there is at the moment?
Oh, of course. That is, of course, the ABB Formula E Race at Home Challenge in support of UNICEF. Round 3, and it was Monaco. It was the shunt that seemed to never end in lap 1. Obviously, it did end eventually, but it was mighty chaotic. It was absolute carnage. However, Pascal Wehrlein was in pole position and managed to keep it nice and clean and tidy for the rest of the race. Just behind him was Stoffel van Dorn, then Max Gunther, and then Yanni finishing in fourth place. Brendan Hartley was also in the race. He was a little bit sleep deprived because he was all the way in New Zealand. Round 4 coming up, and will Mr. Max Gunther be able to hold on to that top spot? Only time will tell. Where should we head to next?
How about the spot where you moonlight on the weekends?
Oh, yes, good place to go. This is the F1 Virtual Grand Prix. We headed to Spain, to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And here's the thing. George Russell was in pole position after qualifying the fastest. However, he dropped down the grid. He didn't want to be too aggressive from the start, but got back into it, got a 3-second penalty. Why? Well, as you would have just seen there, for cutting the corner in the second part of the chicane. It seemed to be a prominent thing that was happening. Everyone's asking, what are track limits? If you're not giving them for there, what's happening? People seem to be cutting the corner there, even Charles Leclerc, which ended up meaning that George Russell had a 3-second penalty, and so did Charles Leclerc in second, which meant that George Russell won the race. It was pretty epic, but this is what George Russell had to say after winning.
I am feeling ecstatic. I'm not used to this winning thing. I've not done it for a long, long time, so I dearly missed it. And when I got past Charles and I knew I had that 3-second penalty, I was pretty furious. But when that radio message came in at the end, and I had the 3-second penalty.
Yeah, he later on went to say he was that ecstatic, that excited, he was almost wetting his pants. The thing is, though, George Russell got penalised for it, but it was Charles Leclerc following the same driving line of George that ended up giving him that penalty. It's a big debate, but anyway, moving on. Alex Albon, interesting enough, had an interesting tyre strategy for the race, pitting twice, whereas the other drivers seem to only pit once, staying on the hards. Listen, congratulations to George Russell. Even a bit shout out, Esteban Gutierrez finishing in third. Now, for the pro exhibition that happened just before the F1 Virtual Grand Prix, it was all about the qualifying and the two teammates, Barry Bourmont and also Danny Berezny, did a fantastic job finishing first and third in that. Freddie Rasmussen in second. But, of course, that ice-cold Freddie Rasmussen for the Red Bull getting across the line first and winning. Barry in second, Nicholas Longwy in third. So, exciting stuff going on in the F1 Virtual Grand Prix and also the Pro Exhibition. Whew, there we go. Yannic, where should we head to now? Are there any more titles, games coming out?
Yeah, we've kind of had like clean-cut racing on the show today, so let's make it dirty.
Okay, good idea. Dirt 5. Codemasters have gone and done it again. They've brought this title out. It's focusing more on the off-road racing. Disciplines within the game will include rallycross, ice racing, stadium trucks, and off-road buggies. Players compete in events in a wide range of locations like Arizona, Brazil, China, Italy. And the game includes a dynamic weather system and seasons which affect the racing. And also, this is quite cool, a 4-player split-screen system is introduced into the game. Now, out of that, Yannic, rallycross, ice racing, stadium trucks, or off-road buggies, which one would you go for?
Well, it's got to be ice racing, man. On an icy lake, kicking the tail out. Oh, got to be great.
No, I always had you down as a icy, cold customer, Yannic. Great stuff. Oh, by the way, Yannic, I found out that in the Porsche competition that's going on now, Max Benecke, he won both races at the weekend. It's his birthday today.
Oh, should we sing for him?
Oh, definitely. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Max Benecke. Happy birthday to you. Smashed it.
Good, man.
Beautiful work. Thank you so much for joining me. Please, nobody clip that up. Thanks for joining me today, Yannic. Let's get on with it. Stay tuned to watch the interview with Enzo Benito. If you're just watching the Newsflash, you can also watch it. Just click here.